Like for me, like I know I'm that bitch, period. But
okay, see, I ain't that bitch, I'm this bitch.
But the thing that bothers me is like, okay, like when I would get cheated on, I would feel played. That's when I would start feeling like insecure. Like, what the fuck wrong with this nigga? Like, who he think he is or who he think I am? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what she got, I don't have. Y'all can stop lying and say that y'all don't think that, but y'all do. And you know what's funny? Cousin, I'm about to put you on blast. Listen.
No, hell no.
Bad little vibe, she been on my mind. Soon as I get back, she can stay. Do this all the
So this is Niyoeki Uncensored, Niyoeki, and I'm just Lex. She's doing her very first ever podcast and actually recording the podcast. It's Niyoeki Uncensored. We'll drop the link probably right here, or even put it in the description box for y'all to go and follow her on Instagram.
The podcast will first be on Anchor, then Anchor will distribute it to everybody.
So if you have the Anchor app, go see it, and then if not, then you'll find it other places. First episode of Niyoeki Uncensored, you guys, is on
The Ugly Truth.
Yep, because we ugly as hell, but tell the truth. I'm like, I'm just playing.
Nobody want to admit the real. Like, nobody want to admit it. Everybody wants to be picture perfect. I was one of those people. What about you?
See, I like that.
No, I didn't want nobody to know I did not have my shit together. That was my biggest fear.
I'm not gonna lie, like, See, it was not so much with females, it was more like with males. Like, you don't want no nigga to know.
I didn't care. That was the opposite. I didn't care that the dudes didn't know. Like, I just did not want these females to know because no, they could not know I had sex together.
The older you get, the less you give a fuck.
Yeah, that's okay. So that was maybe in the last year.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say the older you get, because there's some grown ass people out here who still ain't got their shit together, but still pretend like they got their shit together. So I'm not gonna say the older, because you know, age don't mean you grown or mature or even have your shit together. There's some 30-year-old men out here who still live with their mothers and have 15 kids and don't take care of them. So
15? Like, you just was just throwing.
I know a guy who I used to work with when I used to work at CBS, you guys, like when I was like,
but 15?
When I was in college and just moved back to Houston, and he was like 36 years old, had 12 kids. So,
mind you, my daddy got 6, but damn, 6 too many, 4 too many. Like, I need you to stop.
Working at CBS and having that many kids at 36
you
years
need to go
old.
back to school and you need to get your life together. Just get your life together.
Had gold teeth in his mouth too, like permanent gold teeth, not even like real gold teeth. Like, anyway,
then you got your teeth done. You got your teeth done with all these cuts.
What was your upbringing like, Niyoeki?
So, I would say my upbringing was a little bit of mix. We grew up in the hood, period. Visa, period. So,
as y'all can tell, she's not from Houston, you guys.
No, I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana. No, but we grew up in the hood, like literally. There would be some nights where we literally heard like shooting on the corners, like, okay, like then now we're hearing cop sirens. Okay, now people just running through our yard. Okay, yeah, it just wasn't the best, but like my mom and my daddy did so well with like hiding the outside world from us, but
so
at the same time,
at the same time.
Yeah, but at the same time, like we knew what was going on. Like you walk outside, like you better look both ways before you cross the street. Like, you know, like just be aware of your surroundings, pretty much.
That's crazy, because my upbringing, look, you guys, I moved like all over the country. Like it was like, born in Michigan, went to fucking Illinois, went to Indiana, and then went to Illinois, and then we went to Texas, and then I ended up in Atlanta for like 7 years of my life, you guys, which is usually what was my upbringing, was mostly that.
So and I'm not originally Houston.
No, hell no.
You learn something new every day about the people you bring in your home. You don't even know where they're originally from.
Like, no, but we were raised mostly in Atlanta. And this is how you know, like, kids be in their own world. Like, I was in naive land because I did not know I lived in Zone 6. I didn't even know what Zone 6 was until, like, I'm seeing all these rappers coming out, and I remember watching, like, this interview, and Young Thug, or no, Rich Homie Quan was like, yeah, I went to DeKalb County Jail. I'm like, I lived in DeKalb County.
That was my area.
Exactly what that jail was at. Like, that jail was, like, the street over from my elementary. So I'm like, I know where that's at. And I'm like, damn. He's like, yeah, Zone 6. And I'm hearing fucking Gucci Man saying, I'm like, I was living in Zone 6.
Where everybody at? You around, what you was doing?
I was being a badass kid, okay, you guys? First off, we had so much freedom growing up. My dad worked overnight. Which means, you know, you don't see that nigga. If he is at home, he's sleeping. My granddad stayed with us, but he had cancer, so we couldn't even be around him because he had radiation, like, seeds implanted in him, and the kids can't be around that shit. So I was at my neighborhood and the neighborhood down the street. I was around the motherfucking corner. And then the crazy part is, my brother was like, Lexi, just look at 2 houses down, because 2 houses down from our house was like the bando. Like, when I say the bando, little bando, I was
shout out to the bando babies. Like I knew my daddy smoked, cause I was just one of them nosy children. But my daddy never ever smoked in front of us. Like, I know you smoking. You probably still him too. But he never like let us see that, and like I honestly respect him a lot for a lot of stuff that we wasn't like exposed to now, because like everybody see everything now. Like, you can just click on social media and find anything that you want to find. Like,
2 houses down, there were kids living in that house. Like, he had like 6 pit bulls, never cleaned up after them. Like, if you pass the house, it smelled like straight dog shit. Like, I kid you not. They mama, I kid y'all not, she looked like a crackhead. When I say looked like a crackhead, like, she looked like a crackhead. She'd come outside drunk all the time. You could tell she was high off of shit. The little kids didn't have, like, their clothes was always dirty. They never had shoes on.
It's just like, first of all, like, your upbringing, that just brings you to where, like, what you think these kids facing while they're in school?
Exactly. And kids was like making fun of them, like, oh, you ain't got no clothes on.
Like,
you wore that yesterday.
Like, where you got that from? Like, what was the biggest thing? I don't know what the hell we would talk about with people in school, but I think mostly shoes was like the biggest thing people paid attention to.
Everybody wanted the shoes.
Like, your shoes dirty.
And you know what's crazy?
Dirty.
Like, I used to be broke as fuck. You guys.
Broke as fuck, but you wouldn't know because I made sure I had all the new tennis. My uniform was clean. But bitch,
see, no, you would know I was broke as fuck because look, you guys, like, we didn't get new shoes unless we had holes in them. Like, and the shoes that my daddy was buying was like from Marshall's in the bin in the middle of the fucking aisles that everybody like.
See, I was the opposite. Like, we always had like the new stuff, but we honestly, like, we probably, I'm not gonna say we couldn't afford it, but we could have do without it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did need it, but the type of children we was, like, I have to have these shoes. And I'm like, okay, look, y'all don't need this, y'all need this. But she still was the type of person to, like, just to make us smile, like, she still bought it. But y'all asses didn't need that. Like, that was expensive. Like, go get them shoes from Marshall's. Like, go do this, go do that. But, like, our mindset was so stuck on trying to, you know,
be like everybody else.
Be like everybody else. Like, keep up with the, okay, you're not Miss Chancellor. Nice. Like, oh, who I thought I was.
But thank God for my unsure, y'all, because once I finally hit a certain, like, height and age and shit in the elementary, because my unsure is Michaela's size.
Short.
4'10". She's 14 and a grown woman, so she was wearing kid shoes, and she started giving me her shoes, and my unsure is like the kicks goddess. Like, my first pair of Air Force Ones, K-Swiss, Converse, all of that came from her. So and then she keep up with her shoes, so that's why I keep up with my shoes now. But you wouldn't know that they was hand-me-downs, but
hand-me-downs.
They was hand-me-down shoes.
And you see, the thing about it is, like, versus like having the good shoes and then having the hand-me-downs, man, that made or break your reputation. Right.
It's like, if I had told people, like, not only that, I was going to school with, like, my cousins who were born.
And I bet you didn't want nobody to know. Right? No. And that's the thing, like, you don't want nobody to know because
you don't want people to know that your shirt is your cousin and it's a boy, and that your pants are First off, I would go to school in like a t-shirt that was too big for me and it'd be like hanging down there off my shoulder and shit, or shorts that stopped like way down here because they were really my older cousins who was a boy, and I had a belt just because it was like I had to fold it down there because it didn't fit me. But I wasn't telling people like basically they just, and that's the thing, nobody ever really just paid attention to like what I was wearing because I was like the tomboy. So it's like, oh okay, well she's dressing like a little boy because she's a tomboy. Little do they know I'm dressing like a little boy because I can't afford clothes and shit.
Exactly.
So it's like,
y'all just don't even know like the real. Like I got on these nice pair of shoes, but y'all just don't know how I cried my eyes out because I wanted them shoes. But you can't afford them shoes, sis. You can't afford that. Like now you're putting your mom in a bind because she want to get, well, not she want to get, but all her children want a pair of Jordans. Y'all can't get a pair of Jordans.
You guys, I didn't even get my first pair of Jordans until like 8th grade. 8th grade was my first pair of Jordans ever. 8th grade.
See, I blame my mama. Mama, you spoiled me. You spoiled me.
And that's the thing, I probably would have had it a lot sooner, but again, I only had one parent, so my mama was like the queen of shopping. But then when she passed away, my daddy was, he got 5 kids, 1 on child support, and he ain't got no college degree, like working in a warehouse.
What you gotta do.
Exactly.
You about to get what you about to get, because this is all daddy got.
Not even that, like, I was like, damn, like, you know, it's crazy because I was really appreciative. Like, I didn't even really just in my mind just think like we just broke like that. I didn't care because I was more into like being a child rather than all the other shit. And I really think that I miss my childhood. Like, I feel like I miss my childhood because I was so focused on going with the hype. And I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses and be Miss Chancellor. Like, I don't really think I got to be a kid. Like, I don't remember us taking like family trips, all stuff like that. And I feel like that's like really important. Like we probably did it when I was younger, but like as far as like of age that I could remember, like we never did none of that. And I feel like that's so important because like it's a lot of family bonding. I think that's what we was missing like in our home, like family bonding. See, we had a whole bunch of family fucking bonding. Like a whole bunch. She know my cousin Michaela. Okay? We basically are sisters. Not basically, okay. We are fucking sisters. All of our cousins, all of us is literally like, we call ourselves a cousin crew. Like literally, we spent summers together doing badass shit like egging people's houses and like going to our aunt house because we was like, they was living in Chicago then and we were living in like Texas, Houston. Damn, I said it twice. Atlanta and North Carolina. We was in like North Carolina and Atlanta, but like summers, Thanksgiving, we going to our TT house in Texas. We doing all types of slitter bomb, nigga. We was going to fucking Kima, like just doing
no, like the most we like for my childhood, I would say like the most we did was like with my aunt and my uncle. And we would always go like me and my sister would go every summer. Like my brother, I feel like my brother was always just left out. Like he just was always in his own little world somewhere. But me and my sister would go to my aunt and my uncle, and like that's the most we would do, like is with them, and their summers like on day like trips and go places with them. Like so a lot of our summers were spent with them. That was fun.
See, at least you had a summer though.
Yeah.
Like I was a kid basically all my childhood, you guys. I didn't know where the fuck I was staying. I didn't know I was staying in zone 6. I didn't know. Look, I was being a kid, like on bikes, riding in somebody else's neighborhood.
I remember I had a bike.
That's how you know you in the hood because your bike gets stolen.
My bike got stolen. And you know what's funny? Cousin, I'm about to put you on blast. My cousin stole my bike. And I knew it was my bike because I remember going over to his house and my papa had put his social or serial number, I don't know whichever one, underneath the bike. So I felt underneath, I rubbed my little finger under that. I said, Mom, he had my bike. I know this is my bike. So you really came to our house and took my bike. Like I feel somewhere. It was like, a nice purple bike. Like it was a deuce. With like the suede seat. Y'all know how happy I was for that bike. When that bike went missing, my whole heart was broke.
See, you and your bike stole every fucking day. Don't leave it in
It's
the yard.
no bikes.
If they would come in your garage.
It's no toys.
Like, don't leave nothing outside. Like, when I say that was bike stealers, like, no bike got unstolen. I remember, like, literally sitting outside and hearing something. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? And I go look outside.
It literally got to
And
the
somebody
point.
riding down the street with my bike, like,
Yeah, it literally got to the point where we had to start like locking up our bikes. Like we literally gotta lock it up now. So y'all mean to tell me y'all is walking up on my porch, walking on down my steps, and leaving with my bike? Boy, y'all bold.
they walking in.
Y'all is bold.
They walk in garages. That's basically walking in my house. You gonna walk in my garage to come steal a bike.
That's crazy. And I feel like it's just because everybody wanna feel like they bought that life.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got to show to their friends, like, yeah, like we're gonna get this bike.
And they would do
get
it.
that bike.
I promise they would do it like in threes. Like it would be 3 people at a time. Like they would be hitting up a house after house after house until all of them got a bike.
And I'm sure there was this one friend that was like, no. And then there's another friend like enticing them, like, yeah, if you don't steal this bike, then you this, then you that. So now
you're a pussy.
you feel like you got something to prove. Why everybody feel the need to have something to prove? Why?
Everybody always feels the need to prove themselves.
That was me.
So you know what's
That was
crazy?
me.
Everybody, I was probably the kid.
That just didn't care. Why are we so opposite right now?
Like not that I just didn't care. I was the kid egging people on to do bad shit. Like there was a boy that lived across the street from us, and we made him smoke a cigarette. Like we was like, smoke this cigarette, and he was like, I don't want to smoke it. And he was like, I don't want to smoke this cigarette. You don't smoke the cigarette. I'm gonna tell your mama you smoking cigarettes.
My daddy always had this big thing with friends. Like, you are who you hang around with. And he always thought it was my friends. It ain't them. It's your child. Like, it's me. Like, I'm the ringleader on the cool. Like, if you ask any of my friends, they gonna be like, it's actually NiyoeKI. Like, everybody wanna blame this one and that one. But little do you know, it's not
y'all. My fucking stepmother. She stayed in our neighborhood. That's how she met my daddy, because of us. The first time she ever saw us,
get your kids.
She told us the first time she ever saw us, we was dragging her kids through the mud. Like, and I had one of them by his shirt and was like dragging him through the mud because he didn't want to play King of the Hill with us, and I was like, you have no choice. Like, you gonna play this game with us. Like, I was horrible as a child, you guys. I was mean. I was evil. I was always doing things to kids. Like, I was a bully, and now I feel bad for it, but
I don't think I was a bully,
you guys.
I was a bully. I was a bully.
So you know Mean Girls, you guys. I'm Regina and shit, and she the other one.
I egged it on. Like, I feel like I egged it
Gretchen.
on.
So we got Gretchen over here, and I'm Regina. So I was the Regina, and she was the fucking Gretchen.
I think I egged on bullying. I really think I did. I don't think I was ever the initiator because I'm silly and I'm goofy and I like to laugh.
See, don't get me wrong, you guys. Bullying is not a good thing, but I will say this. It's different in the black community versus white community. Definitely. In the white community, when they get bullied, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say this, it sounds racist, but they do commit suicide. More.
We do have some black people that commit suicide.
There are people who commit suicide
right.
that are black, but it's not mostly just only because they get bullied. They are committing suicide because they at home life is literally trash. Then they're going to school and then getting bullied because they ain't got the clothes and they looking like I was looking like a little kid and shit, but they at home like they probably getting molested. Yeah, and their mama's a drunk and shit like that. So it's a whole nother thing. But like white kids, like, you know, they be getting talked about, cyberbullied, and then commit suicide. Like, you can't cyberbully me, bitch. I know where you stay. I'll come on that door. Like, what's good?
Like, we're not even about to do this social media back and forth. Like, at some point, I'm tired fussing. Like, I can't even think of a comeback at this point.
I don't even argue with people.
Like, I can't even think of a comeback. Like, it is.
I just hit. That's how I was as a kid. Like, I was horrible.
I don't think I faced like social media stuff until I got older. Like, that basically goes back to me like trying to prove a point on social media. I had it bad. I was responding to everybody. I don't care who you was, what you're talking about. Like, I'm about to make this post about you. Like, I'm about to get my point across. I'm about to mention you, your sister. Like, I'm about to just mention everybody. Like, and then it got to a point to where, okay, what you got out of it? Nothing. Did y'all meet up to fight? No.
I was
like, it's just
if y'all arguing on social media,
you
just
look
stop
stupid.
this shit.
At this point, you look stupid. If you are over the age of 21 and you are arguing on social media, you need to revisit your priorities. Like, and it took me to be to the age of 24 to realize that. But there's no way somebody can sit on social media and argue all day. Like, and if you're on the clock arguing, you look even more dumb. Cause like, what?
There's no point.
That's stupid.
Just let it go.
Now y'all done did all this fussing. Y'all done aired out all each
y'all
other
dirty
business.
laundry.
10 seconds later, they got a photo together. Now y'all back friends. Like, what? What?
Okay, that takes me back to this. So the way she just said this. If you are in a relationship with somebody and y'all break up, do not go on social media with your breakup.
My God.
Do not go on social media saying, fuck that nigga, or she this, or she that, or we did this, or
funny
this
story.
That shit literally will piss people off. Because you are being childish, especially if you know damn well
you
getting right back with this person. I used to be friends with this guy who him and his girlfriend would break up, and then every time they break up, both of them saying shit on social media and then get right back together, and it was just annoying. Like, it's annoying as shit. Like,
oh my God, like my worst social media experience. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so my relationship definitely not perfect. We all know this. Everybody's relationship not perfect. But I got caught doing something I didn't have no business. Why did the person I was dating go to social media and let them know what I was doing, who I was doing it with?
He aired out it all.
You aired out all my dirty laundry. And like me, I was the type of person, like, I'm not about to run to social media and let social media would say what you did to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to. And it's like, at this point to where it's like, you cannot get away from something you put on social media. It's like, something could not even be confirmed. And just because you put that post, it's not confirmed. Now it's the truth. Like, you just heard one side and you didn't even hear me answer back. And it's like, I know this from this because such and such posted. It's like, he did it himself. He posted about it. So, of course it's true. Or, of course this is what it was. No.
Plus, if you're the person that's posting this shit, you look dumber than the person that did the shit too.
Because, where you going?
People do not have sympathy for you on social. It's
No.
like, even if you go on social media and be like, this guy cheated on me and he broke my heart, then all the people looking at that shit's gonna be like, okay, bitch, man the fuck up. He broke your heart. Everybody's heart get broken. Shut the fuck up.
Is you gonna leave? Is you gonna take them back?
You look
What you gonna do?
stupid.
Yeah, I was a freshman talking to a senior, so I thought I was all that. And I was cool with like a lot of the older people because I had friends that was always like in a grade.
Wow, so now we finally got something in common, you guys, because high school for me, I hung out with nobody my age. I ain't never hang out with anybody my age either my entire life. When I was in elementary, like my closest friends were already in high school. So I was in like 3rd grade hanging out with 16 and 18 and some 20-year-olds. Like, don't mind me, okay? But that's probably why I was bad, because I was always hanging out with
the older crowd.
People. Like, people my age couldn't do what I could do.
For me, I felt like I had my same group of friends from like elementary up until high school up until like now. I probably got like 2 to 3 new friends like total. And I felt like I didn't want to hang with nobody my age because I feel like I can't learn nothing from y'all. Like, I need to be around older people because I feel like they experience stuff that I never experienced, and they can like tell me like, hey, you need to chill out or stuff like that. I wanted to be around older people. I just thought I was grown, but I still feel like I'd rather be around older people so they can teach me something.
So my 9th grade reputation was, y'all, I used to see, she talking about seeing, look, yeah. Look, I had a boyfriend 9th grade, but not in my mind, okay? Let's just say that, because that nigga decided he's gonna cheat on me, so I said, oh, well, shit, we ain't definitely no more then. If that's the case, as soon as you cheat on me, in my mind, I don't even know you like that, bruh. Like, we not in a relationship. I'm not even gonna tell you we over. I'm not gonna say we over. I'm not gonna have that conversation with you. And my mom doing whatever the hell I want to do. In my first day of 9th grade, his ex-girlfriend came and showed me like pictures and videos, like the whole receipts of him talking about, I miss you, I love you, da 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 da. I was just like,
okay, let's touch into that. Okay, let's touch into that. Like, what do you think? Like, okay, women are so in denial. Somebody could come bring you a picture, be like, look, such and such is doing this. Here's a picture.
oh, see,
They turn.
I ain't gonna lie.
Such talking to this one. They turn. Like, how many times you turn a blind eye before you
That's
like?
because, I'm not gonna lie, girls are very, 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 very insecure. You can be the most beautiful girl in the world, but you still think you ugly. Like, my very best friend is one of those girls. Like, she has that insecurity. Like, when I say, you should see a picture of her. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
show you
God.
a picture. She is one of the most beautiful girls, but yet she did not think that she was, you know, beautiful. And because you don't even think that you that bitch, you let any nigga treat you like you just some random bitch.
And you see,
And that'd
like,
be the problem.
the thing is, like, for me, like I know I'm that bitch, period. But
Okay, see, I ain't that bitch, I'm this bitch.
But the thing that bothers me is like, okay, like when I would get cheated on, I would feel played. That's when I would start feeling like insecure. Like, what the fuck wrong with this nigga? Like, who he think he is or who he think I am? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what she got, I don't have. Y'all can stop lying and say that y'all don't think that, but y'all do.
Not
what
only
she
that,
got, I don't
if
have.
the girl
Like, what you
that
wanna
he's
do with
cheating
her?
on you with is uglier than you, then you really gonna feel insecure. Cause then it's like,
Nigga,
you cheated on that?
with this. You did this with this, and look at that.
So, but girls, look, that does not have anything to do with you. You could
No.
be the best female, have the best personality, look the fucking best,
It's
have the
something
best
with
body,
him.
and yet he can still cheat on you with a bugger wolf. So do not take it personal. Do not. But that is the thing. Like, when girls get cheated on, they feel like, damn, it's me. Like,
Yes,
it's
you
my
literally
fault.
get at your
So then they
lowest.
get insecure, and then they stay with him because they think. Not only that, girls be thinking, I would never find another guy, or I could never.
Oh,
get
baby,
in another
don't let him tell you.
relationship.
You're not gonna never find nobody to do what I do for you. You're not gonna never get another one of this. That. Yes, you
And
will.
that is the thing. People are
Yes,
so
you will.
terrified of being alone.
Yep.